All right. So we are officially live on our YouTube channel, which is the BG Investment Project channel. I would love to share that link with everyone. So if you are new to this presentation and you do not know that I host an official BG Investment Project channel where we have presentations and technical training sessions in English, in Vietnamese, and in Hindi, Urdu, and Punjabi. And soon it will be French and Spanish as well. So I'm going to share that link. It is https youtube.com/the @BG investment project. If you have not looked at that project, that YouTube channel, please click on that link in the chat and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I go live. And I do go live pretty frequent, even if I have a small group of people or I just feel like going live. And I talk about BG and I talk about investment opportunities. I talk about mindset, heart set, and skill set, and all about decentralized finance and how can you shift your mind from an employee to a business owner to an entrepreneur to an investor. And that's what my personal journey has been. So with further ado, I'm going to kickstart today's evening's presentation. It's 5 minutes past 8. So welcome everyone officially to BG Wealth Sharing Business Opportunity Presentation in English for the world. So I'm so honored to have you here as my guests. We will definitely have more than 100 people. So if you need to text somebody to come in, please be my guest. I want to do something different today, meaning that I host these every Tuesday night and I kind of talk about the business plan, the business opportunity, why BG, why DSG Exchange. There are certain things that I have not officially talked about that I think you will find very intriguing and fascinating. My journey with BG started 6 months ago. I live in the United States of America, in the state of Texas, in the big state of Texas. And I was exposed and invited to BG Wealth Sharing Project 6 months ago, actually during the week of my birthday. So I looked at it, I did my research. I was very happy to kickstart my own journey as an investor because that's who I am. And that was my birthday present to myself. So BG, 6 months ago, was my birthday present to myself because, you know, usually around birthday time, holiday time, Christmas time, people are doing gift giving, and I'm a big giver. So I don't do things for myself. So I, 3.5 years ago, decided that during the month of December, when I'm giving gifts to everyone, or I'm trying to take care of other responsibilities, there is something that I have to do for myself. And what would that be? Some kind of an investment project that can help me create and achieve my financial freedom faster than the projected 20 years that I might have to work to retire. So that was the shift about 3.5 years ago that I had, and it was a game-changing shift. So I was a passive investor for the first 90 days in BG Wealth Sharing Project. And then something happened. What happened? I took my first withdrawal after quadrupling my principal investment. And it took 10 minutes for me to get my withdrawal. And I'm compounding on my daily trades. So I will walk through some of the things as to what is it that we do. But then something else happened in April, and all because of two people. One is Miss Cynthia Tran, who is my Vietnamese leader. She actually reached out to me and said, hey, I heard you doing BG. I would love to do BG with you. I'm like, great, let's go. You know, sometimes you just need a running buddy with you to inspire each other, to have that like similar mindset and a similar drive to go achieve your goals. And I finally found one. So Miss Cynthia and I ran, you know, kind of. And I'm so glad that my Vietnamese sisters and brothers started to run with us. So I'm here doing these weekly presentations because they asked me to do so. I was not doing these before. They said, well, we want to tap into your skill set and we would love for you to do a presentation. I said, sure, if I'm going to do it for you, I'm going to do it the whole world. And here we are, 93 people sitting in the room right now. Let's see if I can break the record and pass 100. Let's see if people are going to come in and see where we're going to take these numbers. So what happened was, when I started doing my presentations, everybody started asking me, Gagan, did you do your research on this? Gagan, did you do your research on this? I'm like, yes, I did. That's why I've been doing this for a while. But I never talk about it on videos and presentations because, you know, the drive is always talking about the business opportunity plan. But I think today I'm going to switch a little bit and not open up my deck. I'm going to talk about why BG is different, okay? So I'm going to take you to my board first, then I'm going to take you to the PDF, and then I'm going to take you some websites which are going to blow your mind off. So let's see if I can. Okay. I'm going to write on this. So you see on this board, and I think everybody recognizes who he is. Behind me on this board is Professor Stephan Beard. He is the founder, CEO of BG Wealth Sharing Company. And I was the first person in the United States, probably in our organization, who requested a video call with him 30 days into the program, because I had a lot of questions and I wanted to know if he was real. And I wanted to see if he can, you know, be on a Zoom call with me rather than just chat. And he did. He gave me 20 minutes of his time. And that was a game changer for me. The owner and the founder and the CEO of the company was going to make time for me, who is a very small, tiny little tadpole in this gigantic ocean of investors, retail investors, was going to actually give me his precious, valuable time. Why? Because he felt that I'm an equal partner in his 300,000 plus community members, that his precious time will probably empower me or inspire me. And he did both. So that led me to another journey, which I'm going to share, that no matter what business or a background or industry you come from, every business, there are two things that are most important for every business. And what are those? Oh, it's not going to work. Okay, let's see. We're going to switch gears here. So every business has two things in common. What are those two things? People and sales. Two most important things common that are required and needed for every business: people and sales. And I believe personally that if you focus on people, sales will start to happen automatically. That is basically the core philosophy of Professor Stephan Beard and the BG management team and the entire project. So why is BG so special? And I'm pretty sure the person who invited you to today's presentation, whether you invited yourself, whether you are a new member, you are an experienced member, whether you've been here for a week, a month, a quarter, or a year, every member is special and they will vouch for what I'm saying. They feel the same. And what is that? If you look at this triangle behind me on this board, and just think of this triangle as the BG triangle. On the top is the communication or company. And whatever I'm sharing with you, you can apply that in your personal life, in relationships, in your family, in a business, in your career, in your job, in a networking marketing plan that you are a member of, or you've been a member of, or maybe BG that if you are assessing it for the first time. This triangle is going to change your life and create a different perspective for you. So if you look at BG as this triangle, think of the top, the peak, where the CEO sits, the founder, the owner, Professor Stephan sits on that peak, right? The topmost peak. But I want you to think of that not as a peak or a pyramid. I want you to think of it as a communication at the peak. The number one priority of the company is communication. Communication with who? Google? No. Communication with who? Scam advisors? No. Communication with who? People who want to post shitty stuff on Google and use or monetize their channels or their websites for clickbait things so that they can get paid by Google because there are so many clicks to it? No. Communication with the community, and it's a gated community. You are a community of investors. You are a member of an elite investor crowdfunding community. And what is that? That's called BG Wealth Sharing Community. So if you think of communication and you think of yourself in one triangle peak right here, that is community, that is you and me, the retail investor who started with a tiny little amount of investment to be a BG member. Think of that as to what is happening here. That actually increases. And what I love about BG is, I've got more members coming in. What I love about BG is that this communication channel from the company to the community is a two-way, very, very strong two-way communication channel. Think of that as a strong point for this project. So, okay. I've got more people coming in. We are at 112 people sitting in the room. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And I saw some of the people here who are probably in a different time zone. So welcome for being here. Thank you so much. So we have the communication, a two-way, extremely strong channel of communication. So what happens is that when you have had a past bad experience in any project, or you've had a personally bad experience in a career or a job or a business opportunity or another network, then this aspect starts to change your reality. It starts to change your perspective. It starts to open up your heart to the communication and the drive and the social proof that you get in this gated community of 300,000 plus members. It changes your perspective. And then you start to fall in love with BG. And there is a saying that first you get into BG, but when BG gets into you, the game changes. So there are a lot of people here who are now at this level of reality shift where they have made a lot of money and they have done successful withdrawals because BG is now talking about people and then sales, and automatically everything is happening, and then the game shifts. So for those of you, do we have any guests in the room? Let's see, absolutely. Okay, thank you so much for the feedback, appreciate it. New member hitting level 1. Okay, very nice, fabulous, fabulous. Mississippi in the house. Love it, great, thank you so much, Sally, appreciate it. Okay, we've got a few guests. I just want to just quickly glance into the chat that if we have any guests here or just brand new members from anywhere, it does not matter. Hello from Jamaican, very nice. Welcome from California, San Antonio, New York in the house, North Carolina in the house, Kentucky in the house, Canada in the house. All right, who else? Anybody else in the house here? Mississippi, Maryland, Ohio. Okay, we've got a few guests. Georgia, New Orleans, Oklahoma, Atlanta, Georgia. Did my first trade today. Fabulous. Mr. Green. Amazing. Oh, I've got New Zealand in the house. Very nice. Guyana, British Columbia, California, Texas in the house, Washington, D.C., St. Lucia, Miami, Florida, Chicago. Welcome, everyone. I'm so honored to have you as my guests and as my business partners. And as more people come in, Miss Linda, if you can please keep an eye on the waiting room, that will be fabulous for me. As I teach, I can't keep the eye on both of them. Thank you so much. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? I want to talk about the PDF that everybody talks about, which is given to us by BG Wealth Sharing Community Company, so that we can actually talk about that. So for members, we all know what are we doing here, but for the guests, I actually want to talk about the partnership. Okay. So you might say, oh my gosh, she's written so much. Yeah, I do a lot of trainings and a lot of presentations for different people, different groups, different organizations. So I want to talk about BG and DSJX. So the first and foremost, what is BG? BG is a community. DSJ Exchange is an exchange, an official centralized exchange where we do trading for crypto, okay? If this is your first project in crypto, yeah, just so you know, you will need to understand and learn a little bit about decentralized and centralized finance, but you don't have to worry about it. We walk you through as to how do you do that and how can you actually step forward into this arena of taking control of your own finances and create your financial freedom. So with that said, I would love for you to reach out to the person who invited you to today's meeting to understand a little bit more as to what you need to do to get started with BG. Now, when you get a referral link, you don't get a referral link for BG. BG doesn't have a referral link kind of a model. It's not a network marketing company. So you're not going to have to sell anything or buy into anything or maintain a website or have business, nothing like that. What you're going to do through a referral link, because of the collaboration between these two companies, the DSG Exchange and BG, we are going to become, we are going to create an account on DSG Exchange through BG, okay? So that is what is happening. Well, what is the secret here? Between Stephen Beard, the BG Group, and the DSG Exchange is a 10-year contract. And I'm going to show you what that contract looks like and what is it about. And today I'm going to take you to the official website so that you do not have to worry about a PDF. And then you don't have to be a little bit like a skeptical person. Well, skepticism is okay. That allows you to do proper research, which is called do your own due diligence. Because I have a disclaimer here that nobody is actually forcing you or encouraging you to do any kind of investments here. I am not a financial advisor, and whatever I share in these presentations are actually my own experiences and my own knowledge and understanding. So these are all educational based, informational driven sessions and meetings. So please do your own due diligence, do your own research. If you have any questions, if you need more information, please reach out to the person who's invited you. But today I think I will give you enough ammunition and empower you to really understand the validity and also the accuracy and the the legality of certain documents so that you can actually do your own research. So let's go forward and start doing that. So I just said that there is a 10-year contract. Between what? Between BG and DSG Exchange. For what? They said BG will become the marketing leg to bring in verified real users for the exchange. That will increase the users and the trading volume and the transactional volume for the exchange. And because BG is going to vet and use a referral-based model to make sure that when one satisfied member who is making money and is actually compounding their own investment and doubling their money in 60 days, they are going to be the best marketing tool for them to bring in better clients or investors. That's what was the mission where Stephen Beard created this model about 3 years ago. And the commitment between BG and DSG Exchange is that DSG Exchange will allow BG members through Professor Stephen to use their multi-million-dollar data analysis and AI tools so that we, the retail investors, the BG members, get to benefit a successful, profitable trade every time that we use the signals or the codes that are released by Professor Stephen. So when you talk about some profitability margins, we have in BG a 99.6% accuracy of the trading signals, that it is so precision and so precise and so accurate that when it goes for trading, the code that we put into our accounts, our own individual accounts, when it goes into trading, it will come back with a minimum 60% profit for us. So I'm going to give you examples so that you have a clear understanding of what we are doing here. So BG gives us a code. We are a member of BG, but we have a DSG exchange account. And no matter what we put in our account, which is our trade account, whatever we put in our trade account in DSG exchange, let's say I'm going to hypothetically give you, let's say we have 1,000 USDT that we started with, okay? Now what will happen there? When we put in the code that is driven, the AI will do the trade on our behalf. We, the investors, have to make sure that we copy that code and we paste it in our own accounts. And I'm going to do a live demo later today, so please stay here till the end. And I will do my best to answer all your questions too. So the AI will take only 1% of that, which is $10. On that $10, we have a guarantee of minimum 60% profit. That's all we do. Presentation's over. That's literally what we do. We choose to be an investor. We start with a basic seed principal money, and we then copy the codes that are released by Professor Stefan at a specific time. We copy it, we paste it in our own individual accounts. Now, if I don't paste my codes in a time frame, and let's say hypothetically I missed the code or the window that I was supposed to, then it's a missed opportunity to make profit on that particular trade time. I am not losing my money. Does that make sense? If I don't copy and paste, or if I have a bonus signal, I don't accept the bonus signal, they're not going to refund me. It's just a missed opportunity to make profit on that particular code or a bonus signal. But your principal is not going anywhere. So hypothetically saying, let's say, if you are going to get 2 fixed trades, two fixed signals, or we call it codes or trades, they're all one and same thing. We just have to copy a code and paste it. 2 fixed signals every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, okay? It's not Monday to Friday, it's 7 days a week. When you're going to keep doing that, and I'm talking about this as an investor, not as a team builder. The team builder, that game shifts, and I'm going to talk about that as well. So if you just continue to do that as a passive investor, you will double your initial investment in 60 days, not 60%. You will double the investment in 60 days. Okay, that's it. So now I'm going to pull up my calculator and show you some numbers, and I'm going to take you to a different information as well. And I'm going to talk about withdrawals. I'm going to talk about everything today, so just hang tight. Let's go look at, what am I going to look at? Okay, let's go look at share everything. I'm going to share everything today. Okay, so I hope everybody is looking at different things. The very first thing I want to talk about is the contract or the 10-year deal or the collaboration between 3 parties. What are those 3 parties? The BG founder, Professor Stefan, or the BG Wealth Sharing Limited as a company. Then we also have DSG Exchange as a collaboration partner. And then we are the third equation in this party. And I call this party because it's a win-win-win scenario between 3 parties. 3 parties, okay? And I want you to understand that this is a 10-year commitment. The first 10-year collaboration was signed 3 years ago in August of 2022. And recently in April of 2025, it was extended for another 10 years. Why? Because of the amazing success that BG has created and has created results for DSG Exchange, that they extended that collaboration. Now, what does this say? It says that BG is an Australian company. This is their license. This is an investment partnership commitment letter for the 10 years for providing 2 signal analysis each day, ensuring at least 1 out of 5 analysis is profitable. Participants must operate based on the trade analysis provided by Stefan Beard, adhering to the timing, direction, and specific amounts specified. If you go and trade yourself, which you can, which we do not recommend, and if you lose anything from your account, BG is not responsible for that. However, if you copy a code and it was a failed signal, BG, Professor Stefan Beard, will release another signal to recover the loss. And it's a 5-stage recovery mechanism. And it really doesn't matter if you start with 300, 3,000, or 30,000, doesn't matter. The AI will only pull 1% of your trade account to do the trade at that signal. Why? Because there is a safety net to make sure that the 99.6% accuracy of the signal is there. And if there is a 0.04% chance that if it fails, they have to do another signal to recover the principal and make profit out of it. If a user of DSG Exchange is hacked, resulting in loss of funds for BG members, only BG members, the team will fully reimburse all lost funds. I'm not saying that. You're not saying that. BG and DSG Exchange are saying that. And this is on the BG actual official website. So I'm going to take this website, I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys so that you can all have that and you can save it. Oh, not in the meeting room. Okay, you can save this website. So I'm going to move the chat again. So this is right here. What I was looking at was this partnership agreement. Now, what does it say? While following these trades, investors must comply with companies' developmental policies, maintain the company's reputation, and uphold the company's culture. If an investor discovers anyone spreading rumors or disseminating negative information, they should promptly report it to the relevant parties to jointly maintain a positive investment environment. If a user of DSG Exchange is hacked, I just told you, and if there are people who are spreading rumors, BG will terminate their relationship with that user, and so will DSG Exchange. They're not joking. They are serious about their reputation, but unfortunately, people do talk bad stuff about good projects. And that is not only for BG, that is just life. And today, I want you to understand what is the letter of authorization and agency declaration that DSG Exchange said that DSG Exchange provides network technology support and trading data support to BG Wealth Sharing. And this is what their agreement is for 10 years. When you talk about the project, you talk about the home, you can understand everything. And if you talk about BG family, that we proudly call, and we very confidently say that as a BG member, a one-time investment into DSG Exchange can be beneficial or can be a return on investment for a lifetime. Here is some social proof where people, which is BG members, are hosting their BG and DSG Exchange live demos and exposing their family and friends and talking about what efforts they are doing. This is Florida. And I want to talk about a big shout out to Mark in Florida, who is a BG member for, I think, more than a year now. He just signed a lease to open up an official BG office in Miami, Florida. These are his photos. Doing professional presentations at a professional organization in Miami, I think. These are his photos. And we have so much of support and social proof. And sometimes people will ask me, Gagan, if you say that this project has been going on for the last 3 years, like 2022, August, why is that there are no videos on YouTube or videos on Google? That's because it's a gated community. We have not been exposing ourselves to so-called the social media where anybody can say anything. And I always say the proof is in the pudding. If you are a BG member and you invested and you follow Professor Stefan's codes and the signals and you have not made money, then you have a right to talk. But when you're not a member, you've not invested, you've not done the trading, you've never experienced the community, you don't even know what you're talking about. So here are some real people, and maybe in a week's time, you might see my video there so that you can actually put the face and the name together. These are, and maybe there are people sitting in this room today, they might say, oh, that's my photo. Oh, I know I went to that party. Oh, I know that was my restaurant where I joined BG. So here are some social proof. This is our team. Oh, right there. Where did it go? That was Miss Ann right there. Oh, it switched. Oh, right there. This is our upline right here. This is their team. They are doing a live, like a get together in their home, doing business presentations. I might see Ned's office somewhere here too. So one of my upline leaders, he has an office in California and he is very active. He's a level 3 leader. And I'm seeing maybe he has that. This is New York team right there. You can see they are actually doing a presentation in the laundromat because the person who is a BG member owns that. So we've got all sorts right here. This is New York. So we've got 2 people, 2 friends sharing. We've got large group happening. We've got people from all over the world doing BG and just absolutely loving it. Why? Because a one-time investment in BG and in DSG Exchange can change your life. So let's talk about a little bit more. So one of the things that people ask, like, Gagan, if it's an Australian exchange, how can I prove or verify, like, what is this project about? Like, I want to just Google it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Google is a search engine. It's not a due diligence engine. So today, I'm going to show you how to do your due diligence. So if you look at the Australian company number and license, I'm going to take you to their website today. No, I'm not going to go to UK first. I'm going to go to, expired. Okay, never mind. I'll just refresh. I'm going to come back and do it again. Okay. So I'm on the Australian Securities, what is it called? ASIC website. And I'm going to do an official search here so that you understand how to do it. So what you're going to do, you go to the connectonline.asic.gov.au, Australia. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to give this to everybody in the chat. Gokuldram, how will they reimburse because money lost via Bitcoin is untraceable? Gokuldramji, very nice question. I'll come back to questions. Thank you for posting that. But let me continue with my demonstration right here, and I will come back to the questions. Okay, so this is the website. On the very top where it says the ASIC registers, you will go and select organization and business names. And then you are going to, okay, that is also expired. Let's see, okay, I'm going to admit more people in. Okay, so let me see, I have downloaded it. So I will grab the agency number, if I can copy it. And I will hit go. It might work, or I might have to not put in the, let's see. Okay, it came. So I'm going to give you this as well in the chat. Okay, so we are doing our research on the ASIC website, which is the Australian Securities Financial Services website. We will select organization and business names on the very top. We will put in the number, and then we will hit go. And let's see, did it go or no? Oh, it did actually. So it pulled. DSG Exchange is a company, private limited. This is the number, registration dates. You have to register every year, like kind of a renewal process. So here is the information. If you click on this view summary PDF, that's when you will be able to download it. And that's what I downloaded here earlier. You can see the July 9th because Australia time ahead of me. So this was stamped and time based by the Australian Securities and Investment Commission. I'm going to zoom it so that everybody can see it. Do you see their official logo? What does it say? ASIC, Australian Securities and Investment Commission. It is from their database. It was pulled today, earlier, a few hours ago, because I was like, you know what, this is what I want to talk about today. So here is their certification and not certification, it's their registration, because these agencies don't provide certifications. Okay, so I want to zoom out a little bit. Where is my minus? Okay, so now I want to talk about UK government website. DSG Exchange listed on United Kingdom official website. I'm going to copy this again. I'm going to pull my chat. If my chat will work. Let's see, where's my chat? No, oh, right there. Okay, so here is the link for that. If you want to grab that link too, that will be fabulous. Now, that is the UK government official website. And when I do the DSG Exchange Limited, just put in DSG Exchange and it'll show up. That's the company number right here. And you can see the filing history. You can see incorporated. You can do people. You can do more. You can download their reports, whatever you want to do. Be my guest. 11 pages, 5 pages, 1 page, whatever you want to do. Here is your information. Now let's go to another site. We are in United States of America, and we love when we can find companies on our official United States government website called fincen.gov, which is Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Any company that has to do with money business, they have to register here. So I'm going to give you the link to this as well so that you can grab that link for yourself. And what are we going to do here? We are going to do a search. And what are we going to find? We are going to scroll and we're going to find DSG Exchange in the legal name, and we're going to say search. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so this comes up. I'm going to zoom in so that you can see. You can see that the search results highlighted MSB activities, and here is the key list, and all states and territories and foreign flag. So there is this asterisk right there, and here is the legal name for DSG Exchange, and here is the Colorado registered address on the government's website, and you can actually go find this on the state of Colorado's website as well. Now let's talk about what are they talking about. They're saying that, hey, we want to register ourselves as an exchange to do all these things in all these states in the United States. And the date is 2024, right here, receive date, the signed off date. And let's look at the legend. They say these 401, 404, 408, 413, 15, 402, 405, 409. You might want to say, what is that? Well, I'm going to show you what that is. So if you click on the key, the list, and they were saying, hey, we want to do all of these things. So what are these? Traveler's checks, sellers, traveler's checks, issuer of money orders, blah, 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 all of this. U.S. Postal Service. We're going to fall into all of this. Why? Because we're going to do dealer of exchanger, currency. We're going to provide prepaid access to whatever. We are going to do foreign exchange. We're going to do money orders. We're going to do all of that. Anything that they can check mark, which the government agency says, these are the categories. Tell us what you want to deal with. So they went ahead and dealt with all of that, submitted their paperwork, got accepted, and they are registered on FinCEN official government website. Okay. You can find all of that information right here. This is the state of Colorado document. This is, where is IRS? I think we have an IRS one too. Is it here or is it on the PDF? Let's see. I think it's on the PDF. Let me find the PDF too. Where is my PDF? Okay, so here is the certificate of document from, so now I've opened up the PDF that we all talk about all the time. And we are talking about, where is my IRS document? Right here, that I absolutely love. Why? Because as a small business owner, this is a proof of registration that you have with the Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service, that BG, Wealth Sharing, is saying, hey, I want to be an official person of business here, and I will pay my legal taxes for making the income in the United States, and I want my documentation, my employer identification number that anybody can put in on irs.gov website and can find me, and I am going to be honest with my reportings. Here's the document. Okay, so I think that is done. What I would love to do is talk a little bit about BG from the get-go so that you understand why BG is so important. I talked about the win-win partnership between three parties. Who are those three parties? The retail investors like you and me, BG, and then DSG Exchange. So what are the advantages of becoming a member of BG? Well, you have a long-term stable income access with the world's unique AI data combined with some signals, because they have over 200 analysts that will analyze the markets for you, and they will use the AI, which is a multi-million-dollar AI, and they will then release a signal forecasting within an hour, forecasting the trade of a pair, USDT and Bitcoin. They're going to trade that pair within an hour, and they're going to analyze all the market data, and then they're going to forecast that we're going to enter at this point to trade with the entire community's asset, which is entire community's 1% of your trade account. And we're going to go and see if the signal, what we are forecasting, whether it's going to, price is going to go up or price is going to go down. In either case, we're going to take the profit, come out, and then distribute the profit to our entire community who is participating in that particular moment. That's what it is. And that's what is a 99.6% profit, or not a profit, but it's an accuracy of the trade signal that creates the profit for us. Okay. So DSG Exchange holds licenses and business licenses in over 30 countries and regions around the world, including the Australian ASIC, which I just shared with you, the Singapore license, Dubai financial license, Bahamas central licenses, and many more to follow. Now, what is the guaranteed fund protection? The guaranteed fund protection is, it was established last year in 2024 with an initial capital of 30 million pounds, ensuring the safety of all members' funds. Like they have listed on their website that in case something happens, like it gets hacked or it gets lost, or we have a loss, there is a recovery mechanism, and all details of BG Fund Company and Professor Stephan's credentials are officially available for every member who wants to be a member of BG or is a current member of BG. Another benefit is a long-term project partnership. They have a 10-year cooperation collaboration contract between BG and DSG Exchange, creating a win-win long-term success for the parties. What are the three parties? You, me, BG, and DSG Exchange. Now, as we further grow into, now BG is right now in 70 countries and rapidly growing, and we are not stuck at 300,000 community members. We don't have an updated number yet, but I'm very confident in the last 6 months, we have acquired a big chunk, and it is going to be increasingly growing all over the world. Now, we do have the intelligent AI data collection system, professional analysis and calculation, signal trading, and the accuracy is 99.6%. In my account, and I will show you my personal account, my accuracy, like the trading accuracy that is in my account, it's 99.7%. It's more than what they are promising. Now, what is BG's promise? The promise is stable returns if you follow Professor Stefan every day, because it's a 7 days a week trading signals that you can get. Now, there are 2 fixed signals. Rest are earned signals, meaning the rest you have to do team building to earn those third signals or bonus signals. I want to take you to the next slide. That would be about the rewards that are available if you choose to come in and through a referral, and you will then be welcomed with a reward before you even start trading. If you come with 500, there's a 5%. If you come with 1,000 or more, it is again 5%. But for the person who's sponsoring, it shifts from 5% to 10% of whatever amount the person comes in. Some people have started doing it with 300 USDT. They are getting a 5% reward, but they do not get bonus signals. Now, what are bonus signals? Well, when you start, let's say hypothetically, with 1,000 USDT, the person who brought you here, the person who's going to help you enroll, the person who's helping you get started as an investor, they are going to get rewarded by a one-time referral bonus of $100, which is 10% of whatever you come in with, and you're going to get 5% as a welcome. Thank you for joining BG. And that's how the game shifts. Now, there's another benefit. What is that? You get 6 bonus signals at every level, and they actually help you compound faster and create more success at a shorter period of time. Now, people who sponsor and want to build their teams, if they're coming in and sponsoring their partners, referring their partners, family, friends, colleagues with 1,000 or more, they get 12 bonus signals and more. So it depends upon where you come in and what your strategic goals are to growing your team. This is one of the key slides. If you're new and you do not have the PDF, please take a screenshot. What happens here is the game shifts when you start to do your rank advancements. So there are 7 ranks, but it's an infinity comp plan, meaning that your team can be as wide and as much deep as you want to, and you get rewarded on building leaders and team based upon your directs, and then your directs going to rank advancements. So if you are just getting started and you have 5 people that you sponsored and referred to BG, then you are then considered to your first level of rank advancements, and you can then qualify for one-time $100 reward, but you also get to do 3 times a month participation in the dividend payouts. So on the 9th of every month, which is going to be tomorrow, it's payday, on the 19th of every month and on the 29th of every month, you are going to then qualify based upon the cycle bonus, whether you are going to get qualified for the minimum or based upon your percentage. So in either case, whatever is higher is what get paid off. And we have some amazing leaders here sitting in the room, and I would love to take their testimonial, but I would also like to acknowledge their hard work and their drive and their ability to help and lead their teams, because we've got a level 5 leader here. I think I saw him enter. I would love to acknowledge him. I've got level 4 leaders here. I've got level 3 leaders here. So a lot of level 2s here, and of course, a lot of rank advancement happening every day. So with that, I'm going to stop my share, but I also want to tell you that BG also gives you a happy birthday gift for $100 USDT if you are a leader, level 1 leader or beyond. So because I started it during my birthday week, and it was my birthday, I didn't get $100 because I was not a level 1 or beyond leader. So there's a lot of rewards and acknowledgements and dividend payouts and one-time level up rewards. If you look at this last column alone, And you might say, oh my gosh, Gagan, 5,000 members. I can't even think of it. I can only do 5. Great, do 5. It's up to you. Like I said, first you get into BG, but when BG gets into you, the game shifts, the game changes. Then you don't even know when those 5 are going to become 55,000. You will actually have BG always in your heart and mind because of the companionship, because of the leadership, because of Professor Stefan, because of the management team and how professional they are and how would I say, how committed they are to develop leaders and how much they want to support local leaders building their businesses in the local marketing rather than spending thousands and thousands on Google ads or Facebook ads or any other digital marketing criteria, because they want to pour that funds, those supporting leaders who want to do this as in their local market. So I also want to encourage everybody here to read this document properly, do your due diligence, understand what is happening, and then make a decision. If you do not have this PDF, please ask the person who has invited you to give you this PDF. We all have access to it. If you want the PDF in a different language than English, we can make arrangements for that as well, whether it's Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, Spanish, French, Vietnamese, any language, we don't care. We just want you to be so comfortable in reading what the company has to offer in the language that you understand and are more comfortable in. So right now I have my compounding calculator in front of me. I would love to give this website as well in the link, but there was for this join the month. Okay, we will talk about that. Okay, I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm just sharing resources. So I want to go over this website and then I'll stop sharing. So this is the daily compound. If you want to run some numbers for yourself, let's say $1,000, okay? Because that's an average in the United States that people will come, but whatever you can afford. So I'm going to do a 1.3% daily, and I'm going to do 60 days, and it's a 7 days. And this is assuming that you're not going to miss any trade signals, okay? So if I calculate this, the 1,000 at 1.3 daily, assuming that you're not going to miss any signals, what will happen? You're going to have 117.1% profit percentage, and you're doubling your investment, initial investment in 60 days. You want to change this number to 5,000, hypothetically saying, calculating it again, it's going to double again, the same percentage. Let's say if you do miss, let's say, a few signals because you were busy, you didn't have the network, or it was a lost opportunity, like, oh my gosh, I snoozed off, it was late night, I couldn't confirm at the right time, or I was driving and I couldn't do it. Hypothetically saying, I'm going to say 1.2%. 60 days. It still doubles if you miss a few. Not a big deal if you miss a few signals. And this is without referring. This is just passive investment. You log in every day at the time that is given to you, and you copy and you paste. Make sense? So this is going to be very important for you to make sure that you can understand that if you miss a bonus signal or if you miss a trade code, you're not losing your money. It is just a loss of the opportunity for that moment. Now, if you had a $300,000 account for trade account, I'm very confident you will not miss a bonus signal or a trade signal. If you have a $30,000 account too, I'm 100% confident you will not miss your bonus signals and trade accounts. So I want you to understand and have a vision, understand that, okay, I might start at 300, but one day I'm going to have, and I'm going to say 1.2%. One day, I'm going to have a larger, like a $300 account should be a 30,000 account. And I don't know what that would be. Let's see, 365 days, 365. And let's see what that would be in 1 year. 23,000. That is assuming that you're not going to do a withdrawal and you're going to let it compound. So then you might say, oh my gosh, I'm an investor. I want to make money and I want to use this as side income. I have to withdraw. There are so many people here. I'm going to stop sharing. There's so many people here who are actually BG is their main source of income now. But for the first 5 months, zipped up, didn't even talk about it because didn't know if this was going to work or not. But when BG gets into you, you can't stop talking about BG to everybody. And that's exactly what happened with me. So I would love to take a few moments to see if I have a few partners who would be willing to give their testimonials or give feedback for tonight. And I'm going to log in and get the code and do the live demo. Is there anybody here who has any feedback to give? A member who can share their journey and testimonial? Please raise your hand. I will be more than happy to give you the mic so that you can do. Mr. David Hayden, are you available, sir, to give us a few minutes of your time and your testimonial? Are you able to unmute yourself? Mr. David Hayden, I'm asking you to please unmute yourself if you can. I'll be more than happy to hear what you have to say. I'm going through the list of participants.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you, sir. Where are you? If you can raise your hand, I'll find you. Let us know what is your journey and how did you find BG and what are you doing? What is it that you love about BG? Would love to hear your feedback.
Yes, I started with my good friend of mine, Lamb Child, invited me back in August of last year. And like a lot of people, I was skeptical at first. So I started out small. I started out, I think it was $300. And took my time, watching what was going on, how the trades were being made. And then once I saw how easy it was to make some money, then after about 2 months, it took me about two and a half months before I started sharing it with other people and showing them my profits that I was making. And since then, I've gone from that $300 investment and over time, as you had put in there, it's well over $60,000 now. And I have taken money out continually and still leave enough in there for trading. So my goal now is just to share it with everyone. It's not to convince them. It's not to sell them on the opportunity. It's just to share the information with them, and what they do with that information at that point, that's up to them. But I just want to make sure that at least they get 100% of the information so that they can make a logical decision as to what they want to do going forward. So I appreciate you reaching out to me, and an excellent presentation, by the way, as always.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. David. I appreciate you. And thank you for being here. You are a regular guest to my meetings. And thank you for your blessings and for your confidence in BG and the passion of sharing BG with your loved ones, family, and friends. So thank you for being here. The next person I would love to see if Miss Linda. Miss Linda, are you able to unmute yourself? You're in co-host position to give us a little bit of testimonial. Like, when did you start BG and where do you live? You are not in Vietnam right now. I know you are here. You live here.
Okay. So, hi, Miss Gagan and everyone in the Zoom. My name is Linda. I'm from North Carolina. I'm a nail technician full-time and I do the BG job at the side hustle. But actually right now, my income is so part of my regular job. But before I share my testimonial, I want to shout out to congratulations on Miss Gagan who just hit level 4. Everyone can send the heart or anything for her. I was so grateful to have her as my leader because before I joined, I was introduced by Miss Cynthia Chen. But actually, I'm reached out to Miss Gagan to say, hey, just summarize what's going on if I'm joining with the DDJ. And after, conversation, and I just jumped right in on April 12th. So exactly, it will be 3 months in a couple days.
Yes.
And right now I'm level 3. I'm working to be level 4 by this month. I hope. I think I can make it.
Yes,
And
you
actually,
will.
I am the first one in the team under Miss Gagan achieve the 3rd permanent signal just 5 weeks after I'm joining. So when I joined, I just try with $500 because I'm test the water. But after 2 weeks, communication with Elena, communication with Professor Stephens, and keep the good communication with my Miss Yagan, Miss Cynthia Tran, and everyone in the team. I get my confidence to 100%. Right now it's 1,000%. It's not 100% anymore. And I would put my capital in for $5,000. And the good news is it will be hit 30,000 tomorrow in my account. Yes.
Yes, I am so proud of you.
Actually, I do the snowball. Any reward, any dividends, I keep transfer from exchange to the trade account. Actually, Professor Stephen keeps saying, like, Linda, why don't you withdraw the money? Please withdraw some, even a couple $10, just spend on yourself. And I said, no, my regular job still cover enough for my expense. And I have the big pictures on my financial. So my goal is make $30,000 per month. So that's why I know the number in the account have to be like $50,000. And it will happen by August 5th. It will be 50,000 sit in my account. So I will make like $30,000 a month. And my goal is withdraw every $500 every single month. I mean, no, every single day. Because with that strategy, it doesn't affect my income at all. And every day, the reason I withdraw $500 because I want to show everyone out there know, like, okay, even I'm do just simple tasks daily, I still make like $500. With that $500, I have to sit in the nail salon from 8 a.m. in the morning until 10 p.m. to make that much money, non-stop working. So that's my strategy because I want to prove for all my friends out there who doing the nail work, hey, it's easy to make money in here if you commitment to study, your dedication, you build your team. You will achieve whatever you decide to.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Linda. I am so grateful to have.
Right now I make about $20,000 per month right now because I have my account, my mom under me, and my mom is level 2 too. I just signed up for her. Actually, it's a gift from me to her on May 25th. It's just it's not really any occasion. I just travel with her, and I decide to tell mom, I'm going to create an account and I'm funded myself for you. And I am the one who build the team for you too. So she just hit level 2 last week. And I think I will secure her 3rd permanent signal by this week. I believe it.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you. The entire Vietnamese sisters and brothers who are actually the core reason why I started doing the trainings and presentations, because I was just a passive investor till Miss Cynthia said, I want you to talk to me about the compensation. I said, here's the compensation plan. You can. And then she had so much of curiosity and numbers and understanding. And she says, and I knew all of you, at least most of you from the other network. And I knew that you guys were always in my training rooms because you wanted to know other things as well. But the partnership that we all have created with BG, you guys were the ones who were actually asking me to show up and do more. And okay, Stefan is texting me, so he's going to give the code and I can then do a live demo. Yes, sir. Here. Okay, so I'm going to log in. So thank you so much, Linda, for your amazing testimony that you started with 500. And then when your confidence builds, you put 5,000. And now in like less than 90 days, you have a $30,000 account. And then by August 5th, it's going to be a $50,000 account because you have a goal that you want to earn $30,000 a month. And we are going to hit that goal and we will go to level 4 as soon as we can. And this is not the first level 4 in my organization. I am so proud of my sisters and brothers, and I have amazing leaders here in Texas, like my local core team of, I call them my inner circle, who just entered maybe not even 2 weeks ago. They are powerful people. And they are super excited about BG, and they are loving the conversation with Professor Stefan, and they are loving how they are appreciating how professionally this entire operation is being run. And they love the fact that he's always there to talk to you, to communicate with you, to guide you, to coach you. If you are coachable, you have the discipline, and you have the hard work in you, you can take this to the moon and beyond. So thank you so much. Linda, for your wonderful sharing. I'm going to wait for Stefan because he just called me and said, okay, stay online. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so while I get the code from him, I'm also going to share my screen so that I can show you what the exchange looks like, that when you are going to create your account, when you get your referral link from someone, I'm going to actually, Linda, just get people in. Okay, thank you. Okay, so he has given me the code. I'm going to get the code. I just have to move it to my computer so that I can grab it. I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay, hold on 1 second. I need to grab my code. Zoom, share my screen, and here is my exchange. You all can see my exchange? Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. If you look at my account is only $4,435. It's not Miss Linda's account. Miss Linda, I think you should log in and share your screen so that people can actually understand that you do have that account, So it'll be nice if you're willing to share your account, that will be fabulous. But I want to talk about, thank you. Okay, so let me do the trade and then we will switch to you while we wait for the trade to go in. So when the code is released, which is not this moment, this is a special code that is given to me or to the leaders who do the presentations and they want to do a live demo for the guests. We will copy the code. We will log into this account, which is my account. You will have your own account and you will then go to, and I just want to show you, get this number in your mind, 4435. So I'm going to go to futures again right here. I'm going to go to invited me. And right here, I'm going to paste the code and I'm going to hit confirm. And there it goes. It was put in. And then I can go to position order and I can see that the pending status was opened up. So now it's going to take a few minutes for it to populate. And then within 10 minutes, it'll go and do the trade. Now I'm going to stop sharing. And I would love for Miss Linda to log into her account and share the powerful testimony that she gave, that she can actually show her account. So Linda, you're in co-host position, right? Yeah, okay.
Give me 1 second, let me log in from my phone.
Yes, that'll be great. Thank you so much. So while Miss Linda is able to log in, oh, don't go anywhere, still working. Okay. So while she's able to do her login and then she will share her screen, I would love to take a few minutes to look at the chat and see what's going on there. Great testimony. Thank you, Miss Malika. Malika is here. Okay, Malika, thank you for being here, darling. We have not seen you or heard you in a while. I hope everybody's doing good at home. I've got my team India here, my high achievers team. Wow, Punjab Singh ji, Sat Shri Akal. Okay, great. Who all are here? Let's see if Punjab Singh is here. Or do we have more people in here then? Sat Shri Akal Gagan ma'am, okay. Thank you, ji, thank you. Okay, Linda, I've got more people coming in. Okay, let's see. I've got 116 people in the Zoom right now, and I know a lot are going to go back and watch us live or are watching us live. This is for English-speaking community. It does not matter where you come from. If you want to be a part of this, you know, you're more than welcome to do that. So Angelina's Rosero. You muted, Linda. You muted. Can you share your screen? Okay, let's see. I did do. Yeah, you are co-host and you can share. Why are you? Okay, now speak.
Yeah, can you make the other Linda to become the...
the other Linda. Okay. Hold on. Let me see, because you want to mute this one and do the other one. Okay, I got it. Okay, so your other device is also on a co-host position so that you can share. Okay, let's see the magic here. So Miss Linda is logging into her account. She has right now $29,242 in her account. And by tomorrow, she says, or by, you know, in a few days, it will be 30,000. So that's what she wants to do. Miss Linda, if you, logged out. I'm going to stop sharing so that she can log in and then she will share again. Miss Linda's historical orders. Linda, if I can see your historical orders, that will be very nice to see what your daily initial trade looks like. That will be fabulous. I've got people still in the waiting room. We started like an hour ago. I hope everybody got the message. Okay, how are the codes received and how long do you have to use them? Ken Casey has a question in the chat. How are the codes received? Once you are a member of DSG Exchange and you have funded your account, you are then, your account is verified and you are given the access to bond chat and different groups. That's where the codes are released and that's what you copy and do it. So here is her trade for the USDT settlement. It's like $479.37. So you can see what the commissions and everything is happening. Linda, go back and go to Futures Invited Me and your historical orders, please. Yes. This was today's trade that she did, probably her third signal. And her 1% was 290.53. She made $188 on it and a 65% rate of return, which was her profit percentage. And following Professor Stephan's codes and signals that he shares, whether they are rewards and bonuses or they are your fixed signals or your third permanent signal, they have a 99.6% accuracy and a guaranteed profit of minimum 60%. If you scroll down a little bit, let's look at your next right here. That was her July 8th, her other one. You can look at the historical order for that also. Her 1% is 288. She's making 174, a 60.49%. If you keep going, you can see with every trade she is compounding. That's the snowball effect. And she started on April 12th with 500 USDT. She's a level 3 leader, and she did put in a little bit of more money, but she has like even a $6 reward that she got because she was in a learning classroom and she was rewarded $6 from Professor Stefan for summarizing what she learned. She did not withdraw. She put it in her money, in her trade account. Why? Because she had a vision, she had a goal, and she knew she wanted $30,000 of monthly income from her own trade account, beyond the dividends that she is qualified to earn. That's called discipline. That's called vision. That's called determination. And that's called the power of compounding. Thank you so much, Miss Linda, for sharing your personal information and your account. I'm going to stop showing your screen. Thank you so much for doing this. This was powerful. I hope everybody here enjoyed it. Let's look at a few more great successes, very encouraging. Thank you, Yolanda. So glad to have you here, darling. Gagan, first, congratulations. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for your help. Please, how can I reach you? That's Diallo. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name. How can you reach me? Whoever invited you should be the one that you should contact. And if you need my number or contact information, reach out to them. Are you a member or you are a guest? If you can tell me, we can guide you further. Salim, great presentation. Thank you so much, Salim. Appreciate it. Coach Daryl, hello, can we get the code from our private chat group? Okay, yes, good. We have them 10 minutes, perfect. I'm so happy that BG members are responding and chatting and giving. What is the name of the MACD? What is the name of the trading platform? Are you talking about the exchange, MACD, that we were talking about? It's called DSJ Exchange. You need a referral link to be a part of BG so that they know that your trade account is connected to BG's AI codes, and that's where the profits will happen. Okay, is there any special question that I missed? Ms. Linda, just look at it. BG partners, everybody, if you can look at the chat, that will be fabulous. Answer the question so that I'm not the only one answering the questions, because you guys are powerhouse and great. One request, the next time you guys are coming in, please try to rename yourself. Your Zoom accounts, they show up as iPad 2 or iPhone 2 and all this kind of stuff. So if you can just be mindful of that, we would love to communicate with you and know who you are as a real person. Now let's go look at my exchange account, because I did do the code, because I put the code here and invited me. And I went and saw that the position order was pending. That means my trade has gone in. And here is the trade that I did right now. Let's see, did it happen? It's supposed to be. Okay, let's see. I'm going to refresh my screen. Okay, here was the code. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So it was a flat, like a bonus signal kind of a thing. He gave me a $30 code. And on that $30, I made 61.74% rate of return, a profit of $18.52. And you know that I had 44 something in my account. So if I go look at it, my assets now have $18 more right here in the trade account. So that was it. That's pretty much what we do. Okay, so I have unmute. I'm going to unmute Diallo. If I'm not butchering your name, please unmute yourself and tell us, what can we do for you, sir?
Hey, Miss Gagan, do you hear me?
Yes, I do.
All right, I've been following you a long time ago. So, to tell you the truth, you're doing a great presentation and you're helping a lot of people out. So I use your videos to, to send it to people. I think I joined the same time as you, or you joined a little bit before me. So I was watching for a lot of time, and about 4 months, I didn't even tell my wife nor my family, nobody. So I just create my account and an account for one of my sons. And I've been trading so until I get to 4 months. And then I did withdraw $1,000 and $56. So I started with first the trial account, and the company gave me $60. I added $297, and I trade that for a whole 4 months. No, 2 months, and then I added another 340. That's all I put it in my account. So I traded for until April 29. That's when I show it to my wife, and I withdraw $1,000, 56,056, and then I create an account for my wife and an account for my daughter. And at the same time, 2 weeks later, I create an account for my younger son. And we're a family of 5, so I have like 5 people. I got to get another person. So with your video, I got one of my friend in, so I got level 1. So I'm slow. I'm not very fast like you. You did from level 3 to level 4 for less than 3 days. So which is unbelievable. So thank you so much for your help. So I was just trying to, since I have a team, so I was trying to reach out to you personally to see how you can help me out. That's
so
all
let me ask you. Yeah. Okay, let me ask you a few things. Where do you live? Mm-hmm. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Missouri.
From Missouri, okay. Yeah. I can share my information. Mm-hmm. If there is anything you need from me from a health perspective, I'll be more than happy to do that. Mm-hmm. Help me pronounce your name first, because I don't want to butcher. Diallo. Okay. So yes. Let me share my information with you.
I mean, I can send you my screen and my Bonechat screen. So if you don't want to share your thing on the chat, so that's fine.
But I'm going to do a private message here with you, so that you can find me on Telegram, and then we can chat.
Okay, that's fine.
Because then you just introduce yourself to me on Telegram. Mm-hmm. And then I'll be able to figure out whatever resources you need, whatever videos you need. And if you want me to be as a guest in your personal Zoom, I'll be more than happy to help. I only speak English, Punjabi, Hindi, Urdu. So those are the 4 languages.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So who is next? Let's see. Is there anybody else with any hands raised or have any questions or any feedback? I'll be more than happy to take those answers. KYC required, Mr. Andrew. Yes for withdrawal. Very nice, Ms. Linda. Thank you so much for taking care of these questions. Is this recorded? It is live stream. We don't record. I was like, let's just go roll with it. Calvin Tran is trying to come in. We are just wrapping it up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. I hope I have answered all your questions. How do I withdraw my money? Ooh. MacD. Okay, withdrawal question. Great question. Let's do a little bit of withdrawal aspect here. No. Change that. Right here. Okay, let's talk a little bit about withdrawals, because that is a big question that everybody asks, like, oh my gosh, and that's because it's coming from their previous experiences, where they must have participated in another project in the past and where they have a lot of investment and then it got stuck, or there were some criteria or rules or regulations or whatever regarding withdrawal procedures. So let's talk about withdrawal, but before withdrawal, I want to talk about deposit first, because if you deposit, that's when you're going to withdraw, right? You can't withdraw without a deposit. So the first thing you have to understand that when you create a DSG Exchange account using a referral link from the person who's invited you or is sharing this video with you, you are going to sign up for DSG Exchange account. Inside DSG Exchange, you are going to get two aspects of an account. One is called the exchange account. One is called the trade account. Now, when you're doing deposits, whether that is USDC on Ethereum, ERC20, whether it's USDT, TRC20, or ERC20, or Ethereum or Bitcoin, if you're using any of these to deposit, they all end up in your exchange account in DSJ. All your rewards, all your bonuses, all your dividends, all your payouts, they also come in the exchange account. And when you're going to withdraw from this account. But when you start initially, you're going to deposit the money in exchange and you're going to manually transfer it to your trade account, which is attached to BG. That's what happens. Now, when your trade account doubles, you can withdraw. How do you withdraw? You move the money back from trade to exchange, and then you withdraw to your centralized wallets or decentralized wallets. But you also have to pay a 12% fee, which is a flat standard DSG exchange fee. Well, some people say, oh my gosh, it's my money. Why do I have to pay fees? Well, you're using a multi-million-dollar AI. They have to make money too. So I'm okay if I can make so much of money and I just have to pay 12% fee. Not a problem. It's a service I'll happily pay. But here's the trick. What is the trick? You have to understand the timeline and the process. When the money is put in the trade account, it will take about 60 days to double without any rewards, just the 2 trade signals a day, okay? When it doubles, you move it back, you pay 12%, and you're good to go. But if you withdraw before it doubles, BG will charge you a 20% penalty or an early withdrawal fee. Now, they just don't tell you one time. When you try to move your funds from trade to exchange, even if you're hypothetically just figuring things out, there is an announcement, like a notification that pops up right in front of you and say, your trade volume has not doubled. If you want to withdraw now, you will pay 20% fee. Confirm or cancel. If you confirm, you are giving the permission to the platform to deduct 20% and move your money to your exchange. If you were just trying to figure it out and just see if it works or not, you were going to pay a 20% fee just to figure things out. So we normally recommend all the time, if it is not an emergency, and we always say, this is an investment project, you have to be very careful. You should invest what you do not lose your sleep over. If you're going to start with 300, that 300 should not be the money that is going to put roof on your head and food on your table. If you're going to start with 50,000, which you can't, because you need Professor Stefan's permission, if you are going to invest anywhere between 300 to 10,000, you're okay. If you have to move 10,000 or more as an investment, you have to get Professor Stefan's permission to do it, because he's going to check no money laundering, and no, if you're not an accredited investor, he needs proof that you are okay managing 25 grand. That's the rule of thumb. So if you are an accredited investor or you are an institutional investor, you still need permission from Professor Stefan to prove that you are not a retail investor, you are an accredited investor or a whale. And we will talk a little bit about that. So that's how the withdrawal happens. Now, is there any rule or any, like, what's the wait time? Well, if your account is KYC'd and you have bound your receiving wallet, and you have money here, you just pay 12% and the money comes into your account within 4 minutes to a 10-minute time frame. That's it. They take the withdrawal fee out, and whatever is there, it goes straight to your account. You can take withdrawal in Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, TRC20, ERC20. BEP20 is not usable here, or you can take in USDC, ERC22, Ethereum network. So Bitcoin will take about 20 minutes because it's slow. The blockchain is like old and slow. Ethereum will be a little bit faster. USDT Tron is faster. Like I withdraw and deposit in USDT Tron network, maximum like 6 to 10 minutes. That's it. So, and it's cheaper, you know, the gas fees are cheaper. So that's the deposit and withdrawal aspect. Is there any other, makes sense? Okay, great. Magdia, happy to help you join this initiatives. Okay. I'm excited to join. People who are guests here, please do me a favor. You should always go back to the person who has invited you and shared BG or even whispered BG in your ears. You should always go back and talk to them that, hey, I was in Gagan's meeting. I'm ready to start. Where is your referral link? And if they say, oh, I'm not in BG, which are like, you know, sometimes that happens. You know, people will send you, the guest, to go evaluate, and then they're not even in BG. Then you should say, okay, let me start, and then I'll sponsor you. You know, so create your own partnerships and your own research and your own your 5 people are very core important to you. So that is it. Let's see. Ralph Green okay, Ralph Green is saying if we can, Ralph, who do you have, like, are you in BG or do you know yet or not? Let me see. How will I? Okay, let's see. Okay. Ralph, I'm going to, if you are on Telegram, if you can find me on Telegram with that handle and text me privately, I will send you the PDF, okay? No worries. Any resources, you know, any lists or anything, I'll be more than happy to share the resources. They're not mine. Got it from Miss Elena. If you are a member already, and I'm telling the BG members, if you are all already members of BG and you are on Bond Chat, you can ask Miss Elena for any resources that you need. Hey, send me the PDF. She normally will send a PowerPoint, which I can't open, so I have to request her, no, I need PDF, darling. I don't need the PowerPoint. So she has all the resources. If you need it in English, Spanish, whatever, you will be more than happy to do. Can you tell me why the USA have to withdraw using Ethereum? Oh, Ethereum? No, I withdraw in USDT. It's not a requirement that you have to. It depends where you're moving the money to. Like, where is your withdrawal going? I do all my withdrawals in USDT. You're more than welcome, Audrey. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? I am sending people private message so that they can connect with me. If they have any resource issue or they need more information, I'll be more than happy to help. Angelina, thanks for the great presentation. Thank you so much. You're more than welcome, Angelina. So glad to have you here. 12% withdrawal, yes, I'm a member. Marcus, congratulations, you're a member. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Is it possible for you to put a link for the PDF? No, okay, Ralph, I just sent you my Telegram handle. You can find me there, or ask Miss Elena. That'll be great. Stephanie's talking to Linda, very nice. We have, yes, the signals. Okay, I want to ask, Miss Linda, is there a time change in the bonus signals that they're only valid for 5 minutes and not 10 minutes?
Did that change the bonus time?
I think the bonus signals are also 10 minutes, but they are nowadays being released a few minutes before.
Yes.
Like instead of, right? So we have to be very careful. So let's say if the bonus signal was supposed to happen at, like, let's say my time at 1 p.m., it's already released at 12:58. So I shouldn't be waiting for 8 minutes to hit confirm. The minute my alarm goes on, bonus signal, I log in and hit confirm in like 60 seconds. I'm like, I'm not missing it. So thank you so much. All right, let's see. If anybody wants to raise their hand.
Very great news for everyone.
Yes, okay.
Remember, we've been working so hard to have our own time zone for Vietnamese community in Vietnam and all India side. So
Yes.
today I have the great news. Like,
okay,
the bonus signal will adjustment the time too. So you don't have to wake up at the midnight. but the certain time will be determined, and we'll make the decision between professor with DHJ, and we'll have available time suitable for everybody. I've been working with him for whole day long today to figure out like the perfect time for everybody.
Oh, thank you.
The secret. Don't tell him. I open up for everybody.
I know
we will have our own, on the Asia side. Don't have to wake up at the midnight anymore, but we'll confirm in few days.
I have been sending him messages that, Team India needs a better time. Team Vietnamese need a better time. Now with India and Vietnamese team in kind of the same time zone, we are literally doubling it from what his basic requirement was, to have their own signal. So we just like powered up and created 2 teams and said, okay, these 2 teams are in the same time zone. People are just waiting up, like, people, especially when they have to wake up at 4 or 6 in the morning to go to jobs, to be awake at like midnight. I mean, you can't sustain it for a long term. And he knows that. And he's very, very kind and giving and generous. So Linda, thank you so much for being on this case. Like, we need a better team. So thank you so much.
Every day I keep saying, like, you want me to grow my team, and my goal target market is in Vietnam. It's not in the US, because I have no relative, I have no friend, no connection in the US. And I know Vietnamese market is grow because we have 100 million people over there. So I just need 1%, okay? So I'm saying, like, you need to support me on this so I can grow my team on that side. So in my team have one member, she promote to level 2 just in 18 days. And she will be promoted to level 3 in this month too. That's why he see how we work hard and, commitment with our work. So today he say, like, I have the good news to tell you, but don't tell anybody yet because we don't have the certain time yet. But for sure, it will be
it will work.
A suitable schedule for everybody.
Yes, and for Team India and for Team Vietnamese, it's going to be a similar time frame. So I'm so happy to hear that good news. And yes, we are talking in a public, live stream. So I hope he doesn't see it, because he's going to come back and see, I saw all your videos and you said this. I'm like, oops. So we are both going to get in trouble. So anyways, he's very supportive, and we are very appreciative and blessed to have him in our lives, because if it was not for Stefan, none of us would be here. So I would love to create bigger partnerships and more amazing results for everyone. All right, people, this is the end of our presentation. We've gone way beyond our time today, but it was an excellent time period to spend with you, to have you all in the room. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you again for your participation, and for the guests, please get started. Get back to the person who invited you and take it to the next level. Even if it takes you a few days to a few weeks to a few months, don't stop. Just keep doing it. All right. Thank you so much, Linda, for being my co-host partner today and for your amazing testimonial. You are the walking, talking mascot for me, because I keep asking you, send me that photo of yours. Send me that photo of yours. So you are definitely my BG mascot. So I'm so honored and amazed to have you on the team. Yeah. See, there you go.
Remember waiting for you to receive it.
Yes, I will. I need to upgrade my phone to give you that. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Have a great night. Until next time, this is Gagan Sirkaria signing off. See you next week, Tuesday, same time, same channel, the same link as well. Take care. Be happy. Enjoy BG and build it to the next